Good day, YouTubers, on what is now the day after Jesus' birthday, 2015. Coming to you live from a vacant parking lot in Colorado, inside my office, which is a 97 Limited 4Runner. And before I even start off on this whole intro deal, being that this is YouTube, and you might have a short attention span and no focus like me, you want to cut right to the chase. The purpose here is just entertainment and goofiness, like everyone does on YouTube. But the dreamer in me is like, yeah, people are making thousands or millions on YouTube and all this podcasting and blogging and shit. So I'm going to take part. And granted that I've been on YouTube for years, it's taken me years to finally do something with my YouTube page rather than just have a handful of videos sitting there. Now it's come down to the organizing, adding more, blah, blah, blah. So check out my videos. A lot of them are short and quick to the point. All sorts of categories. I'm categorizing them now so you can check out what sounds interest to you. Pass it on to friends. I need numbers. I'm not going to lie. I've got that hope of like some kind of buzz will come of it, or I'll meet people that want to collaborate on other projects and have maybe bigger connections than I do or money that can take it to the next level. So why the fuck not? We got Sun Factor now. See, I'm not that professional. I'm a 44-year-old Gen Xer, and I've had an interesting life, which brings me to this YouTube shit. Damn. Sun's playing tricks on me. Okay, I just got to switch angles there. My name's Gunnar, or middle name. It's not a frat boy nickname or anything. It's my actual middle name for Rolf Gunnar Hauge, Norwegian-Irish with a sprinkle of Scottish in there. Born in D.C., raised as in my childhood in the Bay Area, California, and then pretty much Colorado since, with a couple moves back west to San Diego, Santa Barbara to try to do music and shit. And, hometown was Evergreen, Colorado most of my life. I had a great upbringing, more than perfect. Just some other factors have taken me down the wrong paths over the years and never found a legit career, even with a college degree and all that. And I break it down to 30 years since I worked my first official job dishwashing. I've never liked jobs since or even before. And 20 years since college, and never made above like $25,000 a year, and usually well below that. I've been on poverty level since college because I'm such a nonconformist, stubborn artist freak, and just the last decade, it's what, '05 was, all these things that have happened in the last 30 years. And I'm just like, oh my God, and if people are making millions online, I gotta go into that realm myself and lose my analog stubbornness and become more digital. Cause I definitely believe in raw talent. Even when Pro Tools came out, being a musician, I thought that was already cheating. I get why we have it. It's a great tool, but I miss the days when, bands would have their shit down and have the talent to know their instruments enough, sit in a room and record an album in like 3 days. And that was the best music on earth. The classic rock of the 60s and 70s when it was done that way, reel to reel, sounded better. So I'm all about 20th century America. My values, my beliefs, my talents fit more in the mold of that. Just seems like since the turn of the century, things have gone AWOL in many directions, not just politically or economically, but socially. And that's part of this YouTube thing, is I'm going to be ranting a lot. So that's going to be one of my categories on my YouTube page here, is rants and raves or something by Rolf. Rants of realism. Who knows? But after months of procrastinating, I finally said, all right, let's do what I've been thinking on doing without overthinking it. Because I am very neurotic to the core. It drives me mad. I'll overthink everything I do in life. And that's part of being an artist. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir of some of you, where you just procrastinate to the point of insanity. You have these ideas and months go by, sometimes freaking years, and you don't get it done. You get it started, then you get distracted. I have way too many interests. I will give myself a fault at that, if you want to call it that. It just drives you mad because you want to do so much in life, not only professionally, but hobby-wise. You want to travel, you want to conquer this, that. And you're good at a lot of stuff. So even over the years, I've come up with a little scenario or conclusion that It is much easier and more practical in life to be great at one thing than really good at multiple things. And I'm the class example. I am the blackest sheep of any black sheep out there. I've been to numerous counseling, career testings, and all these experts that my mom has researched, to figure out what I'm all about. And they've even concluded yeah, you're one of the 5 to 15% of the world. And it makes sense. It's not like I'm special and better. I'm actually worse off unless you get that lucky break. That's the thing, taking the artistic path, that I want all you non-artists to understand. And that'll be dove into deeper within my rants on this YouTube page. And I started writing a book back in 98. It's still not published. That is a prime example of how intensely I can procrastinate, just with phases I go through. Oh, I'm into music now.